Welcome back to the Wheel Scene YouTube channel. If you've watched any of my videos, you will know that I'm a massive fan of unity grinds. If you're not familiar with this channel or what a unity grind is, it is a cross-legged grind where both skates are on the H block and the backslide grooves. The grind was invented by one of my favorite skaters of all time, John Julio.
With unity grind, I was skating with John Starr and Randy Burnell from the Bay Area.
Okay.
And we were at Silver Creek, and we were just like, let's try this grind with our legs crossed, you know? And I think John might have done it, and I did it, and Randy was doing it, and we're like, and then we didn't have a name for it, you know? And maybe the next day or so, we're like, let's just call it Unity. You know, it kind of has like, you know, you're crossing your legs.
Dude, I never knew that. I didn't know you invented the unity.
And here's a demonstration of him doing a unity down a kink rail in VG4, Puppets of Destiny.
Do it for the strong, we do it for the meek. Boomity, you boomity.
I've got a morning off work, I've got a few hours spare, so I thought I'd set myself a little bit of a challenge. I'm here at Shawfield, which is in the southeast of the city, just next to the famous Shawfield racecourse, and got these marble ledges here on the main road, which we used to skate a fair amount, but the ground is pretty unforgiving, so when you fall it really eats you up and cuts your skin pretty easily. But the ledges are pretty good, so I've set myself a challenge, and that is to see how many different unity grinds I can do on this ledge. So standard frontside unities, backside unities, 270s, alley-oops or savannas, and then mix in other things like going fakie towards the ledge or doing smaller fakie spins or bigger fakie spins. I would call them half cabs and full cabs. If you're the jumbo guys, you would call them in spin and out spin. It really doesn't matter. I am estimating that I can get between 15 maybe, and if I'm being absolutely generous, 20. I think I can get between 15 and 20 different unity grinds. So frontside, backside, alley-oop, 270, half cab and full cab. I'm going to put the counter in the bottom of the screen here so you can keep track of it, or I can keep track of it, because my math skills are atrocious. And we'll see how we get on. So I think I'm about halfway through. I think I've done 10 tricks. I really hope I've done 10 tricks. It is really humid today. I'm sweating. There's sweat in my eyeballs. It is not glamorous, but you know, that's the life of a prolific, famous, rich YouTuber. Did a couple of tricks there that I was quite surprised by. Didn't take any bad falls, and even managed to do a switch half cab to switch front unity, which someone's just shouting at me because we're on the main road. I have never done one of those on street before, I don't think. In fact, I don't think I've done switch fakie to switch front unity ever, which is probably why it was a little bit sketchy. I'm steaming up. I was trying to clean it up a little bit and did about 2 or 3, but then I hit my right bum cheek and just realised I've already got a swollen, sore right bum cheek from falling off a handrail last week. Because falling is what I do. So the noisiest van on earth just went past. I really think that guy needs to go to a garage and get that checked out. I am going to try and step it up a notch now and start doing fakie to front salve and switch front salve, or outspin front salve and switch front salve, or alley unity, whatever way you call any of those tricks. Rollerblading terminology is just so convoluted and unnecessarily complicated. I'm going to start doing those, and then I'm going to try some 270 back Savannahs, or just Savannah if you're Dave Payne, who is credited with creating that trick, which is where you turn 270, cross your legs and slide in a alley-oop fashion. I really hate when I start getting into trick terminology. It makes me just cringe and die a little bit inside. But yes, hopefully halfway through this, hopefully gonna hit at least 15, maybe even 20 unity variations. I've got a few more in my mind that I can do and hopefully won't get too beaten up. Like I said, the only thing that's hurting so far is the right bum cheek, so as long as it stays that way, should be able to complete this mission and see how we go. So we're at the business end now. God knows how many I've done now. Must have done about 15. Hopefully I've done about 15. Definitely running out of unity tricks. I'm running low. I've not got many left in my trick vocabulary. There was a couple of struggles there. The full cab front salve, or full cab alley unity, whatever you want to call it, usually doesn't take that many attempts, but today I was really struggling just to even get the spin round. Clearly I'm having a bit of an off day. Took me quite a few attempts just to even commit to it, and then when I did, they were kind of sketchy. One, my back foot came off and I basically did like a full cab front torque, tappy in and out. And then the next one wasn't that pretty either, but for the sake of the experiment, I'm not trying to finesse it, I'm not trying to perfect it, I'm just trying to tick them off. So we'll take it Full cab switch front unity though that came relatively easy. I think I did that first attempt. I think. Other tricks I struggled with was the 270 back Savannah. It's kind of wild that the one I found hardest was my natural spin and natural Savannah. I was just all over the place with it. Either my back foot wasn't locking on, or I was leaning too far out, or I was leaning too far back, or I was just hanging off the edge of the ledge. I must have done it about 20 times and just wasn't really happy with any of them. But after, there's only so many you can do before you're just like, whatever, just take one. I definitely got off the end of the ledge a few times, even if they were ugly. So yeah, I'll take it. Although, weirdly enough, the switch spin and switch Savannah, I did 3 times in a row, and I did first attempt. So maybe that way is my natural way, and for all these decades, I've been doing it the wrong way. Either way, I'm running out of tricks now. All I've got left is full cab backsides, so I'm going to try full cab switch back unity, full cab back unity, but the spin is switch, and I'm going to try full cab back Savannah, and then hopefully that's between 15 and 20. Really wish I had a counter in real life, or I'd been keeping track of this so I actually knew. It's got to be somewhere near 20, surely. Anyway, let's keep going. That's both the full cab unities out of the way. Didn't take too many attempts, although I was kind of struggling to commit the first few because I really didn't want to annihilate my bum cheek anymore because it's throbbing. It feels like it's got a heartbeat in it. You could definitely tell which approach was the switch one because it looked awkward as hell and I had the wrong leading foot, yet still managed to spin round and get onto the back unity. So fair enough. I am going to give full cab switch back salve or full cab back salve. I'm not even entirely sure anymore. Going to give it a few attempts, see how I get on, hopefully not get too beaten up, and then call it a day. Ugh. Right, I am pooped. I've done as many unity tricks as I can do. Don't actually know how many attempts the full cab back salve took. I think it was 2 attempts, 3 attempts, not many at all. Took me a few just to like jump at it properly, but then once I jumped, pretty sure I got it second try. No idea if I properly locked it, but I was right on top of the ledge and I slid off the end, so I'm going to take it. Might have been a full cab back salve slide. But either way, Unity challenge complete. I have no idea how many I did. I won't be able to check until I get home, and I can't be bothered counting them out in my head. Hopefully did over 15. Hopefully did 20. 20 would be ideal, but see when we get in. If you like this type of video, you want to see more of it, I've got a few more stupid ideas like this that I could potentially try out if anyone's into it. But if you find it annoying and cringe, which I'm undecided whether or not I find this cringe. Yeah, I haven't quite computed it in my head. I was just bored and felt like giving myself a little challenge. But yeah, let me know what you think in the comments and speak to you guys soon.